Hello and welcome to Bitcoin with your host, the Bitcoin OG. We got a lot to talk about today, so let's just get right into it. Today was a monumental day, a monster day, if I would say so myself. The Bitcoin price skyrocketed to over $8,900. We almost broke $9,000 today. I think on one exchange we hit $9,004 today. Now moving on. Right now we are in the end game, as Doctor Strange says. The total Bitcoin left to mine until the next block happening is 650,163 Bitcoin. If I refresh this, I bet there's less Bitcoin than that. Bam! You just saw it live. 650,100 Bitcoin. Do you have the FOMO? Even more are being mined every single second. So now, right now, 3,275,100 Bitcoin are left to mine in the world. As of this day right now, 84.4% of all the Bitcoin have already been mined. There's a total of 21 million Bitcoin to ever be produced. And currently, there's 17,724,900 Bitcoin in circulation. That doesn't account for the 4 to 5 million Bitcoin that have been lost, destroyed, forever, never to be seen again, accessed. You lost your password? A lot of people forget their email password on a regular basis. There is no forgot your password and send it to your email address. No, there's none of that. This is Bitcoin, baby. Now let's get into this right here. Bitcoin, at the time of recording, is $8,738.91. We skyrocketed up today to just about $9,000 flat. We broke all resistances. The EMA ribbon is showing a completely new bullish signal on the weekly. Last time, we were telling you that it was a good time to buy Bitcoin. We made a video called Perfect Time to Buy Bitcoin right here. We made that video for you guys right there. And we are very happy to see that all the people that made fantastic gains, and once again, this is not financial advice. These are just my opinions on the market, and I encourage you to do your own research. But moving on, let's get into the technicals. Right now, the EMA ribbon is going into a bullish pattern when this is crossing over all of these. And I think that this is an amazing sign because we have been in a bad pattern, honestly, a bearish pattern for a long time. We've had 17 months until this break. Until this break, we had about 17 months of nonstop bear action. But now, the accumulation period is just about over. And now, we are in the reaccumulation period. Now let's get into this by Mr. D.Y.O.R. This is an absolute perfect representation of what we've been talking about in the Bitcoin OG channel. Currently, we have explained the Bitcoin halving, the bull market, the bear market, accumulation, the expansion, and now the reaccumulation. Now, currently, we just got out of the accumulation. We just broke into the expansion phase. And right now, we are currently inside of the reaccumulation phase, which will go on for approximately another year. This is the second best time to be buying Bitcoin. The best time was to be buying Bitcoin when we were making our earlier videos right here. We were accumulating down here in the early 3000s when people were saying, Oh, Bitcoin OG, it's going to go down to $1,000. Oh, Bitcoin OG, it's going to go down to 2,000. Why are you buying at 3,000 or 3,500? And what I said to them every single time was, if you're in this for the long run, $2,000 isn't going to make or break you. If you buy it at 5,000, 3,000, or even 1,000 in the long-term picture of the next bull run going 100,000, 200,000. Are you really going to penny pinch over that extra grand? Are you really going to penny pinch and miss the opportunity to buy in low when everyone was saying that it was going to go down? Do the opposite. And that's how the majority of successful traders make successful trades. By being different. By being in the right place at the right time. And if you're watching this video, you are in the right place at the right time. In the reaccumulation phase, a lot of people are going to speculate to the upside and speculate to the downside. But what we can't go back on right now is people have seen the expansion phase. Now, the people that haven't seen it in almost 2 years, in over 17 months, are finally starting to see the fireworks that they haven't seen for years. We're talking years since we've seen this parabolic debacle going on, this parabola. Look at this. Look at this. We are finally experiencing this once again. And I hope that you guys and gals are accumulating and currently now reaccumulating if you missed out on the perfect opportunity in the $3,000 range. Now moving on. This is some beautiful news right here. The total Bitcoin wallets owning 0.1 BTC climbs to new all-time high. Look at this. Look at this right here. We're at an all-time high. This is amazing. This is over 2,600,000 Bitcoin wallets having 0.1 Bitcoin. 10% of a Bitcoin. This is going to be so hard inside of the future. Look at this. When Bitcoin is respectively 100,000, let's be conservative in the next bull run. Let's be honestly conservative, even 75,000. The average person will not have $75,000 to throw at a single Bitcoin. Right now is as good as it's going to get. This is not financial advice, I say right now. But this is as good as it's going to get. Because when the price goes into the 6 figures, not a lot of people are going to be able to buy a whole Bitcoin. So if you're able to start accumulating now, and apparently reaccumulating now, for the people that missed out, it's a very good time. It still is. The Bitcoin OG family, we're still accumulating. Every day we accumulate. Every day is a good time to buy Bitcoin. Because if you look at it in the long run, a couple thousand here, a couple thousand there, it doesn't matter if you buy in at 3,000, at 5,000, 8,000, 10,000, because in the long run, when you see Bitcoin at 100,000, 150,000, are you really going to penny pinch over those extra couple grands? Are you really going to want to miss out on those life-changing gains? If you don't get in now, you won't be able to get into a position that will give you enough room to run. You won't be able to establish enough of a hardcore position if you keep thinking that the price is going to go down, it's going to go crash all the way down, oh, we're going to hit 2,000 now. Apparently not. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth taking the chance? Now let's get into this right here. So many people have been getting liquidated on BitMEX. 131 million Bitcoin. Pardon me. $131 million just got liquidated. Boom. Goodbye. Poof. Look at this. All these people thought they were savages betting against Bitcoin. They thought it was going to go down. Nope. They lost all their money. This is insane. Now let's get on to the savage of the day. During a CNBC interview On May 14th, 2019, Mr. Pompliano affirmed that neither Bitcoin nor the dollar is tied to anything. Let's hear what he has to say.
Everything else is tied to earnings, GDP, interest rates, etc.
The problem is that Bitcoin's not tied to anything.
Well, neither is US dollars, and how big is your cash position?
It's the one and only D.O.R.
That's what we like to hear on our channel. Some straight facts. He's spitting at the truth. Now let's go on to this. This is the Bitcoin stock to flow index. It is tightly correlated between the Bitcoin happenings when the Bitcoin supply is reduced by 50% each 4 years. Now, right here is the bubble pop of 2017 at 20,000, the low of 3150, and currently we stand at about $8,700. In May of 2020, approximately, the supply will be cut down in half. The stock to flow index will rise. The supply will be limited. And then it's going to get cut in half again 4 years later in 2024. And then it's going to get cut in half 4 years after that in 2028. Now, I had a lot of questions since posting our last video. Bitcoin OG, is it too late to accumulate? Bitcoin OG, are we in the reaccumulation? Do we have enough time? Yes, you do. And this video honestly proves it. This is showing exactly where a lot of people's mindset are about Bitcoin. It truly hasn't caught on 100%. But when it does, we will look back on videos like this and have a good laugh.
So right here, I have $1 in my hand,
Okay.
and I also have 1 Bitcoin on my phone in my pocket.
Okay.
If I were to give you one of these right now, which one would you accept?
The dollar.
Why
Bad
would you
choice.
accept the dollar over the
Because
Bitcoin?
currently I have 83 cents to my name, so I kind of want the dollar now.
And there you have it right there. That is a very big percentage of people on how they think. That's a good thing. Because right now, that gives us plenty of time for them to catch on. Because those are the same people that didn't buy at 3,000 because they thought it was going to go to 1,000. Those are the same people that didn't buy at 5,000 because now it's too expensive. Because they keep continually looking down at this $3,100 area. They're so blinded by that they keep missing these moves. They just keep missing these moves. Now, people like that, when they catch on, they'll catch on at about maybe 100,000. And the only reason that they're going to buy is because they think it's going to go to 1 million. But honestly, right now is the time to reaccumulate, to accumulate for a long-term position. This is very important if you want to have a seat inside of the next bull run. Accumulating now is going to give you the opportunity to be able to ride out the next bull run. You will be able to establish a more hardcore position, because if Bitcoin doubles in price from now and it hits 16,000 and you only had 16,000 to buy Bitcoin with, you would only be able to buy 1 Bitcoin instead of 2. And I hope that that resonates with you, because when it goes incredibly high, a lot of people won't be able to afford a single Bitcoin. And I hope that you have been accumulating and reaccumulating. And that's all we have time for today. This has been the Bitcoin OG. If you would like to be part of the Bitcoin OG family, please like, subscribe, and click the little bell to be notified as soon as a new video goes live. This has been the Bitcoin OG, signing out. Peace!